everybody. I hope you're doing well. And my name is Joanne. I'm the regional manager for South Asia at Niagara College. And Amandeep and I thought we should have this session because I know that for many of you that are studying in the fall term or looking forward to studying in the winter term, I'm sure you have a lot of questions, right? There's a lot of changes, lots going on. So let's go through the session. I'm going to show you some three or four key web links, and then that I think are useful to you. Okay, and I will share the links with you afterwards to make sure that you have all the information you need. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is on October the 16th, we sent out this student bulletin about getting ready to travel to Canada. And I'm sure you're all well aware that the IRCC is selecting designated learning institutions in Canada to bring students to Canada based on their COVID preparation plan. So Niagara College wasn't on the list on October 20th. There were only 4 colleges on that list. However, we expect to be on the November 3rd list. So basically what that process includes is us we've developed a strong 14-day quarantine program, which I'm going to tell you more about. And so that program has been approved by Niagara Public Health. It's been approved by the Ministry of Health, which is the provincial level, and it's also been approved by the Ministry of Colleges and Universities, Ontario. And now that plan has been put forward to IRCC to approve. And like I said, we're confident that it will be approved on November the 3rd. And so after that, we can start planning on how we're going to get you to Canada, because colleges that are on that DLI list, it won't matter if you had your visa before March 18th anymore. It just matters that you have an approved visa, and then you can travel to Canada. And it doesn't matter if you're studying on campus, online, or in a hybrid format, you will be able to come to Canada. And I'll just clarify, so the on-campus delivery means that 100% of your program will be delivered on campus. Hybrid means that there'll be components of your program that are delivered on campus and some that will be delivered online. So a lot of the programs, as you know, it's a hands-on learning, applied learning philosophy at Niagara College. And a lot of the programs have strong lab components. So those programs will be delivered hybrid. So you'll be on campus for the labs, but then you'll be learning a lot of the theory online from home still. So when we get that announcement on November 3rd and we can start to bring students to Canada, we are going to bring students first. We're going to prioritize the students that are studying online in fall 2020. So those students can start to fill out the form. Everyone can fill out the form at the same time. And we will bring those students first who will be able to travel in the month of November. Next, we're going to prioritize travel for students that are studying on campus or hybrid in the month of December. And then once we have all of those students here, we will prioritize the students that are studying online in winter 2021. They will probably be traveling in the month of January. So basically it's like November, online fall 2020 students, December, hybrid and on-campus, winter 2021 students, and then January will be online students studying in winter 2021. In this newsletter that we sent out, we had a form for you to fill out. So we need you to update your information. We need all students to fill out this form, and I'm going to put that into the chat box after. And you can win a scholarship between $4,000 and $7,000 Canadian dollars, depending on your program, by filling out this form. So we need to know what program you're in, if you have your visa, etc. Another thing I'll mention to students in the Pyramid eServices team, if a student has their visa, once they receive it, please email intelapply@niagaracollege.ca and copy the NC quarantine team. So the quarantine email is ncquarantine@niagaracollege.ca, ncquarantine@niagaracollege.ca. So it's really important for you to fill out this form, right? So basically, I'm going to talk a little bit about the quarantine program itself. So we pick you up at the airport in a private car. Even if you're traveling with a group of 20, we're taking you separately to your hotel. So we're going to take you to a hotel in Niagara Falls, and you're going to stay there for 14 days in your room by yourself for 14 days. However, we have a really nice menu planned for you. So every day you get a choice, a menu, and you get to choose what you'd like to eat. We did have some Indian students participate in our fall quarantine program, and we got some feedback from them that the food was not spicy enough and there was too much rice. So now we know that sometimes they're going to have naan instead of rice, and the food's going to be a little bit spicier, and we're making sure that it's a nice variety of food. The student even advised us on students from the north like this and students from the south like this. So please know that we know that when you're in quarantine, the highlight of your day is going to be your food, and we're going to make sure that you have good food. We're working closely with the hotels. We also have a team, our quarantine team, and they're going to do daily check-ins with you to make sure you're doing okay, right? To see if you need anything. We also have daily Zoom classes, so we're going to have networking events so you can meet other students. And then also we're going to have some exercise activities that you can participate in so you can, stay healthy and focused, and we're engaging with you during the quarantine program. So the quarantine is 2,000 Canadian dollars. 1,000 will be paid by Niagara College, and 1,000 will be paid by the student. So Niagara College is subsidizing your quarantine program. The $1,000 will be charged to your student account, so you don't have to pay it before you come. You can pay for it once you arrive. It will be on your student account, and you have until the end of your term, which is April, to pay that. We know that was an unexpected cost for students. When you're in your quarantine, Niagara Public Health will be testing each and every student. So if you do have a positive test, then you can stay longer in our quarantine, and there will be no additional cost to the student. Niagara College will cover that. So please be assured your maximum, even if you were to test positive, will be 1,000 Canadian dollars. So I know the number one question I get asked is, can I have my own quarantine program? Can I stay with my brother or my sister or my uncle? And the answer is no. So Niagara College will be approved as a DLI based on our quarantine program. We've made it very rigorous, and we're doing this because I hope you can understand that we need to make sure that if we're bringing students to Canada, we're doing it in a very responsible, safe way. It is actually a federal government regulation right now that all people that have traveled outside of the country have to quarantine for 14 days. So Niagara College is implementing this very stringently. So no, you cannot participate in any other quarantine program. You must participate in the Niagara College quarantine program. And also, as I mentioned, part of our quarantine program includes a test by Niagara Public Health to see if you have COVID. And so if you're quarantining somewhere else, there's no way that you could participate in that test. So I hope you could understand our position on this. Another thing, just about the travel dates. So there are, once you are in communication with the NC quarantine team about your travel dates, we request that students arrive on Thursdays or Saturdays. If you need to, you can arrive on a Friday, but our request is the Friday or the Saturday. You will need to communicate with the quarantine team about this. We're doing this because of the flow of quarantine testing that we need to do. Sorry, I'm just going to take a sip of water because this is a lot of talking. A lot of information for you too, I bet. So what else did I want to say about the quarantine? I think, okay, so another thing, the last day for you to book your travel, if you're studying in winter 2021 on campus or in hybrid, is December 26th. You need to have completed your quarantine program. I'm going to show you. So this is our key dates. So you can see your classes start on January the 11th. So you must have traveled by December the 26th in order to attend your classes on January 11th. So you must travel by December 26th in order to study by January the 11th. There may be a situation where students have to stay longer in quarantine because they test positive. We can of course make some special accommodations, but you can see the last day for you to enter class is January the 15th. And our academic area is very strict about this. And they do this because they don't want you falling behind in your studies, right? And they don't want a student coming in 2 weeks late and they're way behind, and that's not setting them up for academic success. So that's why we do it like that. I just wanted to clarify that. Another important source is this website here. So this is how Niagara College is, sorry, first I'm going to copy this link to the chat, but I don't think I can copy links in the chat while I'm sharing my screen. So I'll do that afterwards. So this is another important page, which I'll share with you. Planning by program, post-secondary programs. So this tells you how your program is being delivered for the winter term. So you can see we have the level listed, whether it's on campus, hybrid, fully online, or synchronous online delivery. So again, on campus means every single course will be delivered on campus. Hybrid means some of your courses will be on campus and some of them will be online, but you need to be in Canada for hybrid. And then fully online means that you could still be in India, but you can travel here just as soon as you have your visa. And then also I'll just mention the difference between synchronous and asynchronous learning. This is for online delivery. So synchronous means that it's a live session, just like now, right? So we're in a live session, we can interact. This is synchronous learning. Asynchronous means that the prof has pre-recorded your lesson and you can watch it whenever you like. So our professors are well aware that we have a lot of international students, and so they will try to make that as accommodating for you as possible. So even if you're studying online, you don't have to get up in the middle of the night to study. Also, we've told them, like right now it's 6:18 in the morning. So we've told them like 8 o'clock in the morning, if you're having a synchronous session, so that's an hour and a half from now, that's a reasonable time to expect an Indian student to attend a class, right? So they're not going to have their synchronous sessions at 5 p.m. in the afternoon, which is the middle of your night. So let's type in, I want to just show you how this tool works. So I'm going to type in International Business Management. So you can see that, so level 1 will be fully online, and it will have synchronous online delivery aspects to it. So if you're a level 1 IBM student, you don't need to be here for the beginning of January, right? You can travel in the month of January. If you're a level 2 IBM student, it's hybrid, so you need to travel by December 26th so that you can be here to study on campus. Okay, so that's a really useful tool, and I'll share that with you in a minute. The other page I wanted to share with you is these are our BNC Ready modules. So if you have your Niagara College ID, your student ID, and email, you can log into this website. And these are training modules or self-directed modules that you can go through. And these are going to 100% prepare you for coming to Canada and studying at Niagara College. So be travel ready, be housing ready, be airport pickup ready. So that actually doesn't apply as much now because we're picking you up at the airport for the quarantine. Are you arrival ready? So immigration, culture shock, education shock, right? You're going to be studying in a new country. So the education is going to be delivered differently. Showing you how to set up your timetable, getting ready for becoming familiar with NC Tech. Also, we have a remote orientation. So I strongly encourage all of you to participate in our orientation because that's going to also help prepare you. We have an incredible student engagement team, and their job is to get you excited and supported, and they also offer different activities for you. So we have an NC quarantine module. So you can see here all the modules that we have. So I encourage you to go through, to complete those. It's really going to prepare you before you come to Canada. So I'm going to stop sharing and start getting you some of these links. Yeah, thanks, Amandeep. It's my pleasure. And also to all the students, I just want to say that, stay positive, be patient. And also, I hope to get to meet all of you on campus sometime, in 2021. We'll get there, and we'll be there, and we'll get you to Canada just as soon as we can. I promise. Okay,
Thank
thanks.
you so much.
Okay, take care, everybody. Bye.
Pyramid Visa for a better life.